Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mitobe, and I'm the author of the future debut novel Heart of Flame and Ice, which is hopefully going to be coming out at the end of this year. I post videos on YouTube about my writing journey and also goal setting, and I like to motivate others to goal set. I post videos about my own goals, and then I also post videos about my author day in the life times and some other fun videos sprinkled in here and there. Today's video is actually going to be about the 10 quirks about writers that you may not have known. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first quirky thing about writers that you may not have known is we have an obscene amount of notebooks and pens and everything related to notebooks and pens. I don't know how many of you have had an opportunity to see the office or desk space of a writer, but it's a little ridiculous. I mean, look at this. I've got so many notebooks. I can't even keep track of them all. I have so many notebooks. Like, and then people know that I like notebooks, and so they get me more notebooks. It's kind of funny. I definitely use them. Don't get me wrong. I use them all the time. But who needs 20 notebooks? Only writers. We are the only ones. On the other side of it is pens. Look at these beauties. I have so many colored pens, it's not even funny. I am definitely a color coding type person, and not having enough colors will drive me bonkers. Okay, the second quirk about writers that you may not have known is that our search histories on Google may lead one to think that we're either a serial killer, possibly a future bomb maker, really into the way things are mechanically run, really ignorant of the way other countries are run or cultures or how things go. And basically the list goes on. If the FBI were to look at our search histories, we'd probably be on the FBI's watch list. It's a little scary. The third quirk about writers that you may not have known is we love books. Well, obviously that part you know, but we love buying books even when we haven't finished the books that we've already bought. It never fails, it never ends. We're always buying books. It doesn't matter if I have a TBR list of 7 to 10 books that I still need to read. I will go to a bookstore at any time, any place, and find more books to buy. It never ends. The fourth quirk about writers that you might not have known is that words are so much more than just things that you throw on a page. Words can be our worst enemy. If you're just trying to find the perfect word to describe what it is that you're trying to describe or say, and you just cannot find it, and thesaurus is not a help, dictionary.com is not a help, nowhere can you find this word that is just it's right out of your grasp. It's so frustrating. It's so aggravating. And then on the flip side of that, a well-placed word or a well-said phrase can be an entirely intense turn-on. I know that sounds weird, but I'm pretty sure if any other writers heard me say that, they would know exactly what I was talking about. But yeah. The fifth quirk about writers that you may not have known is that Twitter's character limit is aggravating. And some of our social media posts are so long that you have to go take a bathroom break in the middle of reading it because we just can't stop writing. Now I know there's underwriters out there too, but that's not me, so I'm talking about the ones that really pertain to me as well. But yeah, we have to rein ourselves in sometimes. The sixth quirk about writers that you may not have known is that we're big fat liars. I mean, otherwise how else could we make up these fantastical stories in our heads and write them out? The seventh quirk about writers that you may not have known is that we sometimes forget about the normal stuff, like meal times, or that dentist appointment we should have made probably a month ago and we just never got around to. And that's because our brains are often filled with these other things that don't have anything to do with that. They're filled with character arcs and settings and dialogue and how the heck we're going to foreshadow how Jimmy's sister is not really his sister, but she's a robot that's sent from the future to save his life. That stuff takes up a lot of room in your brain. The eighth quirk about writers that you might not have known is something that I understand deeply, just really deeply. We love our work. We hate our work. We want everyone to read it. We want absolutely no one to read it. We literally go through the entire gambit of emotions with one piece of work. It's insane. But at the end of the day, when we put it out there and we wait with bated breath and we're so nervous, and then we start getting the people that get back to us and say how much they love it and everything, the entire emotional roller coaster is worth it. The ninth quirk about writers that you may not have known is that we have to have our things around us to be able to create. And what that looks for different writers, it is different. It could be we have to be in a specific spot, like at the same coffee shop every single time. We have to have a certain candle lit. We have to have utter silence, or we have to have rousing concerto music playing. We have to be wearing specific clothes. We have to not be wearing clothes at all. It's a ritual, and it's about getting us into that mindset to start creating. It's basically sacrificing to the creativity gods and letting them know that we're ready for them to, you know, shine their light on us and help us at this moment. Okay, the 10th quirk about being a writer that you may not have known is that if you, person watching this video, are in a relationship with a writer, or you're friends with a writer, or you serve a writer their coffee, or you work with a writer, or you otherwise generally know a writer, you're probably either already in one of their stories or you're going to be in one of their stories. Writers have to draw from life. We have to be able to pull from real people to be able to make our stories feel real and vivid and be able to reach out to our readers. And sometimes that means taking cues from real life people that we already know. Okay, so a bonus quirk about writers that you may not have known that I did not include in the list when I first wrote it was it's actually really easy to find writerly type gifts. That's why I'm wearing my #author t-shirt that my love got for me. And the amazing part is there are so many little things out there that us nerdy writers really, really enjoy, like pens and notebooks and coffee mugs. I mean, look at these gems. It's super easy to find gifts for writers, so if any of you have a writer in your life, you're welcome. Just go on the internet and type in writer gifts and they will love them. And they'll be all about the fact that you are embracing their creativity and their passion, and they will just think you're the best. So those are my 10 quirks about being a writer. I will link down below to some of the websites that I got some of the information from. If you enjoyed this video, please consider thumbs upping my video and also consider subscribing to my video, which you can subscribe on the button down below. Remember that I am holding a giveaway on my website. The first 50 subscribers to my newsletter will be entered to win one of 5 $20 Amazon gift cards. You can find me on my social media, which you'll find the links down below. Come be friends with me, and I look forward to talking to you guys in my next video. Have a good day. Bye. Why, hello, Sarah. Yeah, you're not even in the camera, so I look like I'm a crazy person, but I am petting my dog right now. This is just I have kind of a weird, like, sprinkly shadow light thing going on with me. I'm not sure about that. Like, seriously, who needs this many notebooks? Apparently I do. Alright, hair. You need to get with the program and stop getting in my face. Come on now. Because all that brain capacity... Really?